Hello, how are you? So today I want to talk about this 72-year-old Black woman that was found hanging from a tree in Annapolis, Maryland. So as you can see, there are quite a few stories about this woman. But when I get into the articles, you will also see that there are not a lot of answers. The police say that there is no foul play and that she was just found dead hanging from a tree. So I'm going to read an article from November 4th, and then I'm going to read an article that's just a bit over a week later. And I want to just show you guys how they're really not taking much time to figure out this case. It almost seems like they don't really care. And with these articles, it almost seems like they care more about the school children than the woman that was actually hanging from a tree. Now, don't get me wrong. The school children are going to need therapy after seeing a body hanging from a tree. But that's a whole nother story. That should have nothing to do with the article about this woman hanging from a tree. It's almost like they're trying to overshadow her hanging to talk about the children in this article and the next article, but more in the next article. So I'm going to read this article to you real fast. Police say there is no evidence of foul play or that a crime has been committed against the woman whose body was found hanging by witnesses, including school children walking to Mills Parole Elementary School in the Annapolis Walk community. Counselors were sent to talk with any child who witnessed the display on Bell Drive before police arrived at the scene at 7:30 yesterday morning. Police are withholding the identity of the woman pending next of kin. So here are some comments before I get to the next article. How can it not be criminal in nature? Did this 72-year-old woman make a noose, climb a tree, put the noose around her neck, and jump? Preposterous. This is America. The next one says, sounds suspicious to me. Difficult to believe a 72-year-old woman is going to commit suicide, especially in that way. This one says, I cannot believe that the police are saying there was no foul play or crimes committed. Are you serious? What she do? Hang herself at that age? Ridiculous. I can't read the rest of this. I need people to use punctuation. Punctuation is key, internet people. Y'all's tripping, and it makes it really hard for us to read your comments when you can't punctuate correctly or when you just refuse to simply not punctuate at all. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. But that was just some comments. They're thinking the same things that I'm thinking. I think we all thinking the same thing. Anyone that reads these articles is like, what the hell is really going on? So this next article is from Revolt. This happened about a week later. Still no answers, Sway. So I'm going to read this article to you. Police officers in Annapolis, Maryland, reported a 72-year-old woman was found dead on Wednesday, November 3rd, on the 600 block of Bell Drive near the Annapolis Walk Community Center. In a press release issued by the Annapolis Police Department the following day, officers said at approximately 7:30 a.m. they responded to the 600 block of Bell Drive for a report of an unattended death. Preliminary investigation reveals the incident does not appear to be criminal in nature. Carl Snowden, a longtime civil rights activist from Annapolis, posted on his Facebook Wednesday, November 3rd, that the deceased body belonged to an African-American woman, which Annapolis police have confirmed. Snowden tells Revolt that the woman was found hanging from a tree. He says he was able to identify the victim's race because he was on the scene as the police took her down. On Facebook, Snowden reported that Annapolis Ward 4 Alderwoman Sheila M. Finlayson was also on the scene. Backlash pertaining to the incident, Snowden tells Revolt, will depend on the cause of death. People are waiting to see what the medical examiner determines the cause of death is, and people will respond accordingly. The victim's identity has not been released by the department as they await pending confirmation that the extended family has been notified. According to the Capital Gazette, several elementary school students on their way to Mills Parole Elementary reported seeing the woman's body outside on Bell Drive. So I feel real sorry for these kids. That's really horrible to have to see that on your way to school. While walking to the bus stop this morning, some students may have witnessed a tragic scene involving the death of an adult individual. Richard Rogers and Casey Hunt, principals of Mills Parole Elementary and Annapolis Middle School, wrote in a letter to parents obtained by the Capital Gazette. So after that, from here on, they're talking about the elementary school and their mental wellness and how they might need to speak to someone, which I totally agree. I agree, but what I don't like about some of these articles is the fact that they will start off with the important information and then kind of just move away from that at the end of the article and start talking about something totally different. Stay on task. We are talking about a 72-year-old Black woman that was found hanging from a whole tree. Strange fruit right there. I don't know how strong she was, but I don't think a lot of Black people are hanging themselves from trees. I'm not saying that Black people don't do it. I'm not saying that Black people don't commit suicide. I'm just saying I don't think we hang ourselves from trees in public very often. So in 2020, I made quite a few videos about people hanging from trees. And they never got any kind of justice. They were all ruled suicides. It's just crazy. So I just don't understand how we're here again and how we have these same cops that are investigating. Obviously, they're not all the same cops because they're different states, but how they all have the same mentality of if you're hanging from a tree, you probably did it to yourself. No investigation. You just put it out to the world that these people are just having a sad day and hanging themselves. That's crazy. You need to compile all the information before you start making it seem like there's a whole bunch of Black people hanging themselves in public. That's all I'm saying. So I hope they find this woman's, I hope they find out her identity. I hope she gets justice. I hope that if she did not do this to herself, they actually find the person that did it to her and stop saying that all these are suicides. Like I said before, I understand people commit suicide, but I don't know that many Black people that are hanging themselves from trees. And they just keep trying to force that type of suicide on us because it's been happening. And I just don't see it like that. I could be wrong. Let me know how you feel. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening. Bye.